Hi, the Grande alive. In the news today, Grande gets a warming shelter, EOU gets a high honor, and Shakespeare gets an encore. Only on your weekly Newsish. It's cold outside the Grande alive. It's the time of year for extra layers, starting your car an hour early, and spending your nights curled up in a blanket binge-watching your favorite Netflix original TV series. But not everyone has these luxuries. Though we may not see it, homelessness is a real problem right here in the Grande, even when it's this cold. And with the weather like it is, a group of concerned citizens have started a warming shelter at Zion Lutheran Church for people who don't have someplace to cuddle up at night.
The warming station is just an overnight reprieve for anyone who needs it, really. Pretty much anyone who just needs or wants to stay there for the night can come, and there's a place to sleep and some food and good company.
The warming center is open every night from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. at Zion Lutheran Church. There's a warm place to stay, some basic food and hygiene necessities, plus the pleasure of some late night camaraderie people wouldn't get sleeping on the street. They also have clothes washing vouchers, plus ways people can take a hot shower. Now, Cami Miller is the brains behind this operation, and coming herself from a past of poverty and addiction, she said that now that she's out of that place, she has a heart for people who are just down on their luck. Now, you might be saying, stop enabling these people, a little bit of cold will do them good, go get a job, or something like that. And while sometimes it's true, a few cold nights is what's needed to get people moving, recent studies, said Jen Goodman, have shown that actually a warm bed might be the difference in getting someone back on their feet.
One of the things that Cami found when she visited the Hermiston station, last year they served 78 different people. And this year, when they, at the end of the year, 36 of those people had permanent housing, work, people that were helped just by that small thing of having someplace to sleep at night are able to then take that next step. So it's a beginning.
Now, if you're interested in learning more about the warming station, contact the Union County Local Community Advisory Council or Zion Lutheran Church. And if you need a place to stay for the night, show up at the church at 7 p.m. and no earlier. Like the story? Share it along and get entered into our February drawing for a $20 La Baby Cakes Bakery gift card. This story was brought to you by Breaking news! EOU was named Oregon's Rural University in Salem last week. This is a high honor and allows access to a great level of prestige and further grants. Also, the Daddy-Daughter Dance was held at the Blue Mountain Conference Center this last weekend. 250 attendees included old, stale dads with absolutely no dance moves and adorable young ladies on their arms. It's a wonder they let hairy, ugly creatures like us produce such adorable offspring, isn't it? Also, this just in, Bobby Kavanaugh is still a little weird. This has been your breaking news highlight reel, brought to you by Do you like Shakespeare?
But soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun!
Shut up! Well, if you don't, you might actually like Shakespeare as portrayed by Ken Wheeler and Sam Schoen. These two, along with their small ragtag crew of about 4 or 5, are taking the complete works of William Shakespeare, the play, on tour. And it's a romp, they say. Perfect for those people who may not enjoy Shakespeare that much otherwise. The Complete Works of William Shakespeare Abridged is a play that makes all of Shakespeare's plays funny. The play references every Shakespeare play, and it goofs off with all of them. There's men playing women, Hamlet is kind of a funny guy, plus a bunch of other comedic elements that bring all the bard's works together in laughter.
The actors start off relatively seriously, and before you know it, it's like a train careening about 120 miles an hour, and it won't stop.
The play was first performed by this crew last year at Eastern Oregon University, and people loved it. And so they decided to take it on tour to many of the high schools around Eastern Oregon.
This is a good one because it deals with Shakespeare. And high schools, they are attracted to that kind of thing where, we're going to be exposing our students to Shakespeare. Although if you know the show, I don't know how much exposing they get to actual Shakespeare.
But the set is just like a bunch of flats, and so we just put them all together, we hinge them together, and we push it up. We put it together once in like less than 30 minutes, had everything set up, all our costumes were ready. We got changed into onto our costumes, and we were ready to go.
But now they need a little bit of extra money to keep it on the road. So this weekend they're having a single encore performance Saturday, 7 p.m. in the Mackenzie Theater in the Grande to raise money for their continued tour. The show is $6, count them, $6. So if you didn't get to see it last year when they performed it at Eastern, you can certainly see it this year, and for cheap too. Like this story, be sure to share it along and get entered in our February drawing for La Baby Cakes gift certificate. This story was brought to you by... And that's your weekly Newsish Roundup. Shelters, dances, and Shakespeare's can't get a better news program than that. One more big shout out to our sponsors.
Grande Hospital, Northwest Furniture and Mattress, EONI, Schwab Tire Center, anything too digital.
Be sure to like and share the video and tune into La Grande Live for more local content. I'm Will Bowman.